Okay, I wanted to show you all the features of this camera. This again is the Canon VIXIA HF R-200. Let's look at all the buttons. The on-off switch is right here on the top. The telephoto wide angle adjustment is here. This button allows you to take a snapshot, a picture using the camera. On the back side is the record button. So as you hold the camera in this configuration, your thumb is on the record button and your fingers are on the telephoto. The on-off switch is right there. A little green light comes on, a little red light tells you you're accessing the memory card. Your screen is active. This shows you the amount of battery that's left. This shows you the amount of hours that you have left on your memory card. Here is the function switch. This is a touch screen, so if I touch that, I bring up the menu. And I can close the menu. It takes a little getting used to for the touch screen. From the top view, as I said, we have the on-off switch, the wide-angle telephoto adjustment, and the shutter for the camera. On the right-hand side, here's what it looks like closed. You open this up and you have your DC input, your power input. You have your component output. This goes to your TV using the yellow, white, and red cables. And this is the AV out, which also serves as a headphone monitor, so that when you have a mic plugged in or when you're using the microphone that's on the camera, you can monitor the audio levels. And then, of course, you have your adjustable strap. You have your adjustable strap right here. On the front side, you see the lens cover, and this is threaded with 32mm thread so that you can attach various telephoto and wide-angle adapters to it, and filters and things like that. The stereo microphones are here, right and left. They are the internal microphones. When you open up the LCD screen, you have the LCD screen, of course, but this button changes you from recording video to watching or displaying video on the LCD screen. It has the ability to do a video snapshot, which is a 2, 4, or 8 second video based on a 2, 4, or 8 second video that can be put together with music and make a nice highlight. Your display and your battery information is here. And also, this button probably is the most important button on the camera because it's the auto button, and it allows you to let the camera decide what the best settings are based on the conditions that you're filming in. Here's the USB output. Here's the HDMI output that you can hook directly up to the TV. Holds the memory cards. I have one in slot A. Here is slot B. So it'll hold two 32 megabyte memory cards. Here's the microphone input. I have a lavalier microphone that I'm going to plug in and try. It gives you a little bit better control of the audio, and it's a little bit better than the using the microphone on the front of the camera. And needless to say, the LCD screen turns so that you can see that. It's very convenient. On the bottom side of the camera, you have a standard 1/4-20 thread for a tripod, and here is your battery. This is the Canon BP110 intelligent lithium battery. In other words, the camera knows how much charge is left in it. I'm disappointed that it is so small and there's no larger battery pack available for this camera. In standard mode, or excuse me, in HD mode, you typically have only about 45 minutes of video capability from this small battery. But it functions very well. It charges pretty quickly, about 1.5 hours to 2 hours it'll charge back up. I would certainly recommend that if you buy this camera and you plan on using it outdoors a lot, that you get yourself one or two more batteries for it and keep them charged. The problem is the batteries are $70 each. So there you have the HF R-200 camera by Canon. Okay, we're back again. I've showed you all of the features of the camera, where the buttons are, where the plugs are, the outlets, and so forth. So let me tell you a little bit about the camera. This camera is very similar to the HF R20, R21, and R200. Basically, the only difference is that the R21 comes with 32 gigabytes of internal memory. The R20 comes with 8 gigabytes of internal memory. And the HF R200, the two zeros after the 2 indicate that it comes with no internal memory. So you have to put 2 cards in here, and there's no internal memory. Now that didn't bother me. The difference in price between the HF R-200 and the HF R-21 is about $110 or $20. And I just didn't feel like paying that much to have 32 gigabytes of internal memory when I'd rather have it on the cards anyway. Now just so you'll know, 32 gigabyte, one of these cards that's in here, a 32 gigabyte card will record about 9 hours of standard play video. If you put, if for example you bought the HF R21, which has 32 gigabytes internal, plus will hold 2 of the 32 gigabyte cards, you have 96 gigabytes. You could video for 29 hours. But the problem is the battery pack that comes with it, which is stored right here, the BP110 battery pack, at best will only record an hour and 10 minutes or so of video. So you need to buy a couple of new batteries to go along with it. This camera comes with a 3-inch touch screen. Let's turn it on so you can actually see the touch screen. Comes with a 3-inch touch screen, and I'm not used to a touch screen. It took me a while to get used to how hard to push it and where to push it, and usually my fat fingers are too big. But this touch screen has 230,000 dots on it, so it's real easy to see. In full HD video, which is 1920 by 1080, this camera will do a very good job. It's got a 3.28 megapixel CMOS sensor, and most of the other cameras that you get have a 20 power optical zoom. This one has an impressive 28 advanced optical zoom. The first time you see that 28 zoom, it's really, really impressive. If you close the LCD screen without turning the camera off, you'll see this little orange light comes on here. This means it's in standby mode. And in standby mode, as soon as you open up the LCD screen, you're ready to take video. You don't have to wait for it to set up. Whereas if you turn the camera off and then turn it back on, it takes 4 or 5 seconds for it to come back and get ready to take video. Now, I talked about the smart mode button here. For those of us like me who don't want the hassle of trying to set the camera up every time I want to take a video, this is really great. When I want control, however, it's always there for me. I can put it in manual mode, and I have full control of aperture, shutter speed, things like that. It also comes with a telemacro mode, which allows me to take really, really close-up pictures. Putting it in 28 zoom and then putting in telemacro mode, you can get within about 9/10 of a meter, or about 30 inches from your subject. And it's in telephoto mode and everything is in focus. I have not tried that yet, but we'll try and get that done. Also, it has a 24p frame rate for professional film look. It does have image stabilization, but image stabilization uses the battery up much faster. The one thing that I really am not happy with this camera, when I got a fat little hand here, and when I'm holding this camera and I try and use my index finger to adjust the telephoto, I do shake the camera a lot when I do it with one hand, so I have to wind up holding it with 2 hands in order to make it stable while I'm doing the zoom function. But that is the one thing that I don't like about it is it's really hard for somebody without long fingers to control this without shaking the dickens out of the camera. Now, like I told you before, this camera does have face detection. It will follow a face if you have face detection turned on. It has touch and track, so let's say you don't want to follow a face, you want to follow your puppy dog as he runs across the yard. You can hit the touch and track, and it will actually follow the puppy dog as he moves in and out of the frame of the camera. It also has a video snapshot mode, which will allow you to take 2-second, 4-second, or 8-second video clips that you can compile into a highlight reel. It's really great for kids and dogs and sporting events and things like that. The one thing that I do like about it, one of the reasons that I bought it, other than the fact that I can turn the LCD screen around and see it as I'm videoing myself, one of the things I like, it has a microphone jack. And I have a lavalier microphone that I use when I do educational videos. And if somebody else is filming for me, I can make sure that I have the volume set correctly, because I have a headphone jack here that I can plug headphones in to monitor the volume on the microphone. You can get the 34mm lens thread has a couple of adapters that you can get. One is a wide converter, which basically takes your focal length of your camera and multiplies it by 0.7, so it'll give you a panorama view. A teleconverter multiplies the focal length by 1.5, so you can get a telephoto. Those are available. They're not available from Crutchfield, where I bought the camera, but they are available online at various places. It also has a special scene mode in the auto mode. It will set scene templates for you. For example, you can set it to do portraits, night video, sports video, spotlight, fireworks, snow, beach, and many others. But the other thing that I wish it had that it does not is an interval timer allowing you to take time-lapse photography. That's one of the things that I wanted to do, and I'm not going to be able to do it with this camera. It does have some digital effects as well that you can incorporate while you're videoing, in addition to what you can do on your computer. Some of those digital effects are black and white, sepia, fade in and fade out, and wipe in and wipe out. Those are effects that will automatically happen as you hit the record button on the camera. Your photos that you take with this camera by pressing this button right here are JPEG photos, and they can be set to 4:3 form factor or 16:9 form factor. They're JPEG format. They have EXIF metadata, and it comes with the EXIF print capability, so that if you have an EXIF printer, you can it will actually take that EXIF data and make you a better print from your snapshot. The software that comes with the camera, typically, like most video cameras or most cameras, is limited, to say the least, but it's useful. I've used it. I prefer to use PowerDirector 9 to do my video editing, but you know, it's a $90 program. This one is free, and you can do a lot with it. Unfortunately, it's only available for Windows. The camera does come with a 1-year warranty. The battery comes with a 1-year warranty, and if you watch part 2A of this video, you know that I had a little problem with the first camera I got from Crutchfield. I sent it back to them and got a brand new camera, and everything is working fine now, and Crutchfield is wonderful. If you want to buy this camera, I'd recommend that you buy it from them, although it is available at a number of other sites, and I don't want to deprecate those sites in any way, but Crutchfield did a good job for me.